to experience how effective our products is. And secondly, we would like to introduce a brand new marketing tactics that you can use, you can copy in the field, and in the future that you can invite, you can teach your downlines to copy this, and you can invite very potential newcomers for this company. So this is a new way of marketing and also
Yes,
new
I know
way
what you mean.
of exposing of products. Because nowadays we understand in network marketing industry, it has been 30 years we use the conventional way to present our products. Like what we did, we use the PPT, we use the video clips, we use these marketing tools for exposure to explain to you how our products work and, how those products, actually help people. But one of the points is nowadays, people have seen too much of this, so they want some new experience to know whether your products works or not and how effectively your product is. So nowadays, for newcomers to join in a new business, a new company, most of them, they have every day, online, they have been bombarded with all kind of information and all kind of videos. So they want really to experience the efficacy of the products. So this is a new idea, new marketing way, new marketing tools for them to understand how well products work. So how this thing's going to be done, I will give yes, I'll give this to Director Lucy, who's going to give you each and every details how to run this camp, from the preparation, screening the participants, who is going to join this. And then after that, she's going to tell you that what products, the combined products you can use, because it depends. Now, each branch offices have different varieties of products. But the point is how to combine them and how to generate it, a daily process of using the products. For example, in some branch offices, you may have the clear Changjingjing. That is products you can start before having the breakfast to help people to have a colon detox. And in some branch offices, we have the Chitosan capsule that for a slimming purpose, you can give them half an hour to 1 hour before the meals to give them a sense of fullness. So by doing this, it can help them to eat less. So this is how to use the Chitosan. And also in some branch offices, yes, we have the new slimming capsule, or the slimming capsule. That is a capsule that you can take once in a day to help you to burn the fat, burn extra calories, and also to reduce the appetite. So this is what each different products do. Of course, we also have the slimming, the Pro Slim tea, the lipid care tea, the intestine cleansing tea. So you can prepare the tea during the day. But the most important thing, part of the products, is we want to introduce you a healthy way of a healthy lifestyle, because to keep you maintain a healthy body weight, it's not a one-day job. You got to be prepared, be ready that this is going to be a lifelong journey to maintain a healthy body weight. So you need to develop a habit of eating healthily, of exercising regularly every day. So Madame Lucy is going to introduce you how they have the camp. What do they do every day, including the workout, including the meridian massages, and also Madame Lucy even tell us that they have swimming exercise. So by doing this, how you can maintain your healthy body weight. And the such things to maintain a healthy body weight is healthy diet. So you may check what they eat every day, because in Machaco's training and slimming program, you can see that they eat really, really healthy. I see different varieties of fruits, and also you may check what kind of food they actually eat. So if back home, if you number one, if you're just individual distributors and want to know how to maintain a healthy body weight, you learn from Madame Lucy what kind of food you should eat, what kind of exercise and workout you should do every day. So you'll be able to maintain a healthy body weight. So this is one purpose. But if you're a leader, wants to learn how to run such training and slimming camp, you got to pay much attention to Director Lucy to learn from them, because apart from the food, the workouts, the exercise, the swimming, the dancing, and the meridian massage, what they actually did is training part. So they train how to maintain have a healthy lifestyle, and they also train how to use the different products, and the products combination to help you control the the body weight. So you must be one of them. Either you're a leader or you are one of the distributor. But if you are just a consumer, or this is the first time you come to this place and first time you attend this kind of Zoom meeting, congratulations. Today, you're going to be exposed to something very interesting. You're going to see that this business, this company, give you a lot of fun. Apart from a business opportunity, some very good products to help you to, face the challenges of different kind of health concerns. Also, there's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun people and a lot of leaders who's going to teach you anything and everything. So, Director Lucy, I don't want to waste more time. So please kindly you go ahead. We can't wait to know from you what is going on. And Madam Lucy, would you like to play the video, or do you want me to play the video? That's the Machacos.
If you have the video, pray for me, Madam Lenny.
Okay, all right. So I have your permission. So I'm going to share the video of Machacos training and slimming camp. Please forgive me, my laptop doesn't really work nicely from yesterday, so it's a bit slow.
Can I help? Can I help you share
yeah,
the video?
wonderful, wonderful. You share
Yes.
it, please, because it will take me maybe 5 minutes to open that.
It's okay.
Okay, all right.
Among the chain events held in Kenya, 2024 Machakos Training and Slimming Camp is a remarkable one. Senior distributor, Madam Lucy Wanjiku Miano and Mr. Stephen Mianombogo, leading a team of 30 leaders, held a fruitful and enjoyable slimming camp in Machakos, Kenya. The camp lasted for 4 nights and 5 days. 32 participants followed a well-tailored schedule recommended by Green World International Business School. They took Clear CJJ, Slimming Capsule, Chitosan Capsule, Spirulina Plus Capsule, Proslim Tea, and In Cleansing Tea at designated time for 4 days. They enjoyed indoor exercises, meridian massage, outdoor workouts, and games to accelerate body metabolism rate and fat burning. In between those workouts and games, participants learned how the product package works on the system to use more calories than what the body takes. Moreover, they've understood how important balanced diet and physical activities could improve our health. After 4 days training and slimming camp, participants lost 1 to 3.5 kilograms one after another.
So far, I've lost 2 kgs.
So far, I've lost 1 kg.
So far, I've lost 1.8.
Wow.
So far, I have lost 1.5.
What was impressing is all felt energetic and happy at the end of the course.
And I had 70 kgs, now I'm 68 kgs. So see, this is the best detox ever.
Kenyan leaders are ready to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Green World with skill and vigorousness.
Wow, Madam Lucy, congratulations for such a successful Machakos training and sleeping camp. So applause to Madam Lucy, and we are honored to have Director Lucy to share with us. Madam, how you start screening the participants and how you run it. What you have taught the participants to do and your daily activities. Of course, the result. So please, we are honored to have you.
Thank you very much, Madam Lenny, and also Mr. Goodman for bringing the video. I did not know that you have compiled the video, and it has become more nicer than I expected. Good evening, everyone. My name is Director Lucy Miano. Speaking from Nairobi, Kenya. And this evening, I'm an excited person to share to you about the camp and weight loss and everything. Because when I remember the things that we were doing, I feel excited. And it's only a few days have gone, and we had a very excited moment, and I can tell you, Madam Lenny, for sure, weight loss camp is better than home camp, because when you do it together, it becomes more fun. It becomes more fun. Machakos County is not far from Nairobi. It's only about 60 kilometers from Nairobi town. So we were not very far from our hometown. And we had 4 nights there and 5 days. Actually, the 5th day we left in the evening. And we had an exciting moment. And I can tell you for sure, one thing you need when doing the camp, one thing you need is discipline. And as a reader who was leading the group, I can tell you, you need higher discipline, because you can't lead people if you are not disciplined in whatever you are telling them to do. So if it comes to weight loss and diets and workouts and everything, and you have to be disciplined. You have to be leading on those areas, and also time. You have to check on time seriously. If you are not checking on time, you can't manage, because everything was done in time. As program, I had a program that a suggested program that was given by Madam Lenny about the diet, and we had time for everything. Actually, we had very little time for ourselves, free time, because any free time we could use it in training. I decided to do this camp in a different way, because it was supposed to be a total weight loss camp, but I decided to do it in a different way, because I found that I will be having a lot of time that will not be used. So any time that was free, I decided it will be a training time. And you know what happens when someone take clear? We had enough toilets. So near when I was choosing the place, I had to choose a hall near the toilets, and the toilets were enough, so you could someone could go out anytime, and they come back. They come back. So what do you need when you are organizing a camp? What do you need? And first, what you need is you have to the basic requirements of the camp. Number one, you have to establish a hotel, and you have to check on few things when you are preparing for a camp. Number one, you should check for a hall. You should have a hall that is because it is a streaming camp, a hall that is near the toilets. Because when you take clear, of course, the clearing has to take place. Another thing I checked on when I was checking the hotel, I had actually me and Mr. Bogo, we visited so many hotels until we settled on this hotel in Lisiaka. It is called this Lisak Heaven Park. And I had to check whether they have a ground where we shall be praying. I had to check whether the rooms are good, of course. Our distributors have to stay well. And also, I required a swimming pool, because with the swimming, you exercise the whole body. And also a garden whereby we shall be learning and doing other workout things like learning, playing around, and also so many things. We did so many things in this hotel, and that is how you check where to do your camp, whether you have what you need, not just a hotel. Actually, this is a big hotel, and we had to check if they have swimming pool, if they have the ground, if everything. We had to check everything until we were settled on this hotel, because we checked so many of them around. And every morning, the reason why I'm telling you, you have to be disciplined. And actually, I was very happy, and I was a satisfied person when leading this team. This team was highly disciplined. I remember the hotel manager asking me, Madam Lucy, what makes you wake up very early and no one is late? Who wakes you up? And I told him none. There was not even a morning call, because you have to be disciplined in time. For you to do this business, you have to be disciplined when it comes to time. So everybody was waking up early. I never called anyone. I never told the hotel to do a wake up call every morning. But by 7, everyone was in the hall. By 7, every day. You can imagine, every day. And nobody was waking them up. And at 7 a.m., the first thing, most of the times it was Madam Christine who was doing the measurement and also taking the weight every morning, 7 a.m. before we take anything. And I was advising them not to take even water before we take the weight and the measurements, the berry measurements. And after she took that, I had carried my crazy massager to that place. So after that, you take 10 minutes. You go to crazy massager for 10 minutes. After the measurement, you go to crazy massager. Everyone was doing that. crazy massager for 10 minutes. So after measurements, direct to the crazy massager. Then every day, that was our routine for every day. So you take your weight, you take your measurement, then you go to massager. Then when we finish massager, at 8:30, when we finish, we take clear. We could take clear in the morning. And one thing I realized about clear, not now, long time ago, is when you take clear in the morning, so many people, it works well in the afternoon. So I was trying to capture, to use my time well, especially morning time. When it comes to training, I was using it very, very well, because I could do trainings continuous before the clear takes place, before the clear start working. So you can see the products we are taking. Actually, Madam Lenny, we had calcium compound, because with calcium, I realized there is a time that you taught us that calcium deficiency can make you add weight. So anytime, from that time, anytime I give a weight loss package, I normally make sure that I have given up out calcium, even if it is a man, either a woman or a man, I normally give calcium, because I realized we have to take calcium when losing weight. So it was very interesting, and we could do this all of us at the same time. So if it is clear time, everybody has water. We could assign 2 people. We could assign people every session. We had to assign 2 people to serve us water. We had water in the room. We had dispenser. The hotel provided dispenser for us. So we had the dispenser. So 2 people could serve water every morning. And then we take clear. Then when we start, we take at the same time all of us. So there was no scapegoat. There was no that I forgot. There was no that I'll take after this. No, everybody sit down. Then we take clear. We take clear all together. That is making sure everyone is doing the correct thing. It was very interesting, and they were really enjoying. And I remember somebody taking even 2 clear. So they were ready to swim. Weight is something that comes slowly when you eat, but taking out weight of your body, it's very, very difficult. But with clear takes everything out. It is, I normally call it clearing and flooding, because it clears everything. Then the rest of the products are able to work very, very quickly. One thing I realized when Clear came to the market is that when you give Clear to any patient, and the product works very, very well. And I love the product. So every morning at 8:30, we take clear, all of us together. And after clear, immediately, we could go out behind the hotel to have our workouts. We could skip ropes. You see me skipping ropes. I can skip up to 70 to 90. I can skip at one time. You see the rest of the readers, they are doing other workouts. We could do other workouts outside, and keeping rope and doing other exercise from 8:30 to 9 a.m. So we had 30 minutes every day workout. We had 30 minutes. So some could play jump ropes, some could do other things, and some could exercise on their own. others could learn at the garden. You see behind the garden, others could learn there, and they could complete learning, and everybody was having different activities that every morning. Every morning we could come at this place and we do our workouts, some at the garden and some at the front of the, behind the hotel. Because one of the things I considered is this place that we are doing our workouts was also one of the things that I considered, because we needed somewhere to jump our ropes. You can't jump the ropes on a grass. It can't work. But on this floor, it could work well. So we had, every morning we could have from 8:30 to 9, we could do our exercise, which was very, very important to us. It was very important to us. And after 30 minutes of workout, we could go back to our room, and we take our breakfast. This is our breakfast. We were taking different fruits. We were having 2 different fruits every day. Every morning we could take, but every morning we had to take melon. Sometimes we could take melon and pawpaw, and melon with pineapple, and we had different fruits every morning. And the other thing we were taking is oranges. We had oranges and we had bananas. We were taking different of them. So today we could take this, the other day we could take the other one. Another thing that we used is boiled eggs in the morning, 1 boiled egg plus the fruits every morning. That is what we were doing. So you can see that photo, we are all of us. So if it is doing anything, we had to do it all together to make sure that we have good results. We have good results. So here we are this morning, that morning, then everybody is ready to take the breakfast. So after taking breakfast, and one distributor could speak and say, we are taking our breakfast and blah blah. He could explain what you are doing. So every time we were doing something, we could select one. I could select one person to say what we are doing, and we have all those videos that we had taken, because Madam Lenny told me to take enough videos. So I was excited. And 9:30 a.m., 9:30 a.m., we were given this coffee by our general manager. So because we did not have blueberry juice, it was out of stock. So he decided to give us this product. It is also Greenwood product. And actually, I remember we were given this coffee when we were in China last year. So he gave us few packets, and this is what we were using every morning after breakfast. We could take, this is what we were taking as our tea. We never took milk tea anytime. So in the morning, we were taking coffee so that we can complete our breakfast. And this is a Greenwood product, and we were given. Here we have Madam Geraldine. You can imagine Madam Geraldine came all the way from Burundi to Kenya to do this swimming camp. She came from Burundi to do this camp. And after that, we could do other things. We could do liver meridian, and we could project. We were projecting this liver meridian. We could use projector to project so that we can do it, all of us together. So for those who have never used this meridian, if you see it by seeing it, you may think it is very simple because you just do something simple like this. But at the end of the day, your heart gets so tired here. You get so tired, and it helps. It really helps. And through this meridian, I can tell you, so many people, they were not only meant for streaming, but I could tell so many people told me they had different body issues, but because of doing these meridians, uh, so many things cleared. There are people who had backache, it cleared. I had a reader who had a serious backache for like a week. The first day we did this meridian, actually, if you check on it, we are doing like this. We are doing like this, and you can see if you have ever seen it, you may think it is very simple. You may think it is very simple, and then we finish sometimes after we finish meridian, sometimes we could go to online gym. Online gym, we could open on YouTube and check on gym streaming. We could put on YouTube streaming with gym for exercise for weight loss. Then we could do it for like 30 minutes. It was going for 30 minutes after we do meridians. So that one we were doing it in the hall. It was not outside workout. So it was inside the hall. So between 9:40 to 11 a.m., we could do 30 minutes training, and also we could do the workout because we could actually be between 9:40 and 11. We had one training session. We had to train people how to do the business and how to be successful, and also how to get people and how to become a recruiting machine, how to get people outside there, and how to grow your business. And also we taught them very important lesson that that is ignored by many. I realized so many years ago that so many people don't understand the printout. So we taught them printout. The first day we taught them printout. We taught them how to open the app, the Greenwood member app. And also we showed them how to check on their legs, how to check on their mandatories, not to keep on blaming their uplines, because when you don't know how to do it, you keep on blaming your upline. So that is what we did the first day. So we taught them about so many things. Every time we had a different lesson. So we were going for team building outside, and we could compete learning. We could compete jumping the ropes. We could compete so many things and other workouts, and also so many things. So every time we did workouts and so other many things. As I said, swimming camp is about discipline. We had no time to waste actually. Our fun was when we had any free time, we could open the online streaming exercise, and we do it on inside the hall. And also when you have time during the day, it was compulsory for you to do 30 minutes crazy massager exercise. So in the morning you do 10, during the day you do 10, and in the evening you do 10. And people were very keen on taking the product. after this, we were taking the chitosan. Yeah. After this, we were taking the products. We were taking products systematically. We were following the suggested list that we were given. You can see this is workout outside, and they are competing. The Madam Lenny understand the exercise about the water. So we could compete on this, we could compete on another one. They could learn, and actually these people, with the first, from day one, we divided them into two teams. We divided them into two teams, and one team was called victorious, another team was called champion. And team champion could compete with team victorious, and I was the judge, or Mr. Bogo was the judge. So every time we could check on them, every time they are doing anything. So they were competing, and they were very serious, because if somebody gets late, the whole team gets disqualified, or they lose the marks, because we gave them 100 marks when we were starting. So if one is late in the morning, 5 minutes is gone. If one is late after the workout outside, marks are gone. Even if you have taken, even if we had taken clear, you have to tell the camp marshal. I had selected the camp marshal, and camp marshal was Mrs. Masharia, Madam Hannah Kabure. And so you have to ask for permission, because I said it's about discipline. You had to ask permission from her before you get out. So these people were competing the way you are seeing them. That is how they lived from day one. This team is called, this team on my left was victorious, and this time the other team is champion. So you can see how serious they are competing. And we gave them marks. We shall see at the end of the camp who were the winners. I will tell you after the camp who were the winners. So every time, and when you do that as a company, a camp manager, or somebody, or camp leader, or camp organizer, when you do that, this is a very big secret. You'll never struggle to look for people. You will never struggle to call people, because you have already joined them one another. So they will keep on calling one another. They will be checking on one another. They will be waking up. They will be calling their teams. Their teams, very interesting, because we had loom sharing. Two people could sleep, one from victorious and another one from champion. And from champion, you come and call, both team had leaders, by the way, both team had leaders. So team victorious, their leader was Madam Jerimo Dorcas, and team champion, Pastor Musiri, was their leader. So team leader was working hard towards their team. So anytime you are organizing, make sure you are not the one who will be carrying all the burden. So you should give some responsibility. You should give responsibility to them, because when they are growing their team, it's about responsibility, it's about discipline. So when you give them a team leader will be talking to them. They could call the group secretly, discuss with them, and tell them this is what we are going to do. And every evening we had to read the marks that they have lost. We had to read what they have gained and what they have lost. And they were told, if one of you is sleeping, you lose the marks. That is the way we had organized the team. And when you do that, and the things becomes very easy. Things become very easy because you see the work of camp marshal is to make sure everything is moving on well. So it is not you to supervise as a leader doing everything. You should teach your team to be responsible. You should teach your team to be responsible, and you give them responsibility. You divide this responsibility. So Madam Christine most of the times could take the measurements in the morning, and Apostle Kamodo could make sure people are getting well on the blood circulatory machine, and who is next, and Madam Hannah could make sure everything is going on well. Our meals, our fruits are in time, everything is on time, and we that was her work to make sure the camp things are going on well. And what was our responsibility as leaders? Our responsibility is to check on them every time. You see, when we are judges, we were the judges, so we could say this team is losing marks. And when you are training, some of them you know very well. When you are training, some of them sleep. And when people sleep, you say, and you are studying, so you say, and victorious, and I could ask, this team is victorious. One of you is sleeping and you have lost 2 marks. So if it is Mr. Bogo who is recording, he could minus immediately. And so they could keep on checking one another, whether they were sleeping, whether they were late, whether they wake up early, whether they do everything in time. So that was our work as judges. And so don't carry the burden. I have said it. Make sure you give your team responsibilities. And I realize some people are very responsible. It's only that we don't give them responsibilities when it comes to trainings and other things. But I realize we have different talents. When you live together as a team in a hotel, you realize some people have different talents. You could see people could learn, you could see people who could dance well, you could see people who could train, and every session we had a different MC to do something. So if we are taking Chitosan, it is Victoria's team to say we are taking Chitosan. Next product we are taking, it is champion team to say what we are taking. So give them responsibility and different people. Don't let one person to carry all the burden. So this is not one man guitar. So we worked together as a team because, as you know, losing weight is not that simple. And here we are taking Chitosan 11:30. We were taking Chitosan every morning. We were taking Chitosan. So we were coming to the training hall with all the products. We were carrying our products every time. We had to carry our products. So that's when the product is needed to be taken. No saying that let me go for the products. So everybody could say, somebody could speak, then that person could tell us, could say we are taking Chitosan. It's time for Chitosan. Chitosan will help our body to lose weight. It is a fat magnet. Could introduce the product. Then he say, let us take Chitosan, all of us together, and we take it. If you see the photo, you can see there must be somebody who is in front of them. As you can see, they are checking on somebody. So the person who is talking is in front, and the person was telling us to take the products, as you can see. So the water is ready. Already 2 people every session had to, the camp marshal had to select 2 people to give us water, anytime water. And because we had taken Clear and Cheetos and other products, we took a lot of water. Actually, even the hotel complained because they could bring 20 liters within 2-3 hours. Within 2 hours, 20 liters is not there. One day, we could use like 20 liters because people were taking a lot of water, which helped them to flush out quickly. And also something like chitosan need, because it is a fiber, it needs a lot of water. So people could take it with a lot of water. And it's time for lunch, and this day you can see we were taking vegetables and a piece of chicken. It is we had taken peas, then vegetables, then protein, one protein. And after this, we shall take the oranges. After lunch, we had to take the orange. Every after lunch, we had to take a different fruit, So I can say we used balanced diet. We used to take balanced diet because I remember one of these people told me she wanted to lose weight and she started taking vegetables only, and she was taking cabbages only throughout. Within 2 weeks, the lady was very, very weak because she was not taking balanced diet, and also she was not taking even the product to give them strength. So the coffee we were taking in the morning, it was helping us to, because I think it had some little sugar. So we were taking in a small amount because it had sugar. So not to add more calories in our bodies. So when you don't take balanced diet, we had arranged with the hotel what to eat, different from what the hotel was offering. And one thing I was very happy with this team. No one, even as God, they sneaked to go to the hotel to take either tea, to take either meal, or to take anything. It was a team that was quite determined to lose their weight, And it happened. Every day they lost different kgs. Every day they lost different kgs. It was very, very important. So seeing not only you who are not waiting, actually we took very little starch. We never took starch because starch could add the calorie that you are burning. The starch could add up more. So we were taking more of the time, we were taking the vegetables, and almost daily we were taking a piece of chicken in our meals. We were taking fruits and chicken, and we had starch. It was very, very little. So we were avoiding starch. I can tell you, we never took any wheat. For all those days, because wheat, if you take wheat, it is very difficult to lose weight. So when you are losing weight, kindly consider reducing your starch. Reduce your starch, take very little starch, and also take good vegetables and fruits. Then your diet will be complete. As you can see, everything we were doing as a team. So the team enjoyed very much to see they are working it out together. So everybody had a nudge to reduce weight. So that was our meals. That was 12:30. That is when we were taking our lunch. So as an organizer, be very conscious about the time. Be very conscious about the time, because if you are not conscious about the time, you can't make it because there are so many things when you are reducing weight. Remember, we have training in the middle of these things. We had trainings that we had to move on. So after lunch, we could take a break of like 10 minutes. Then we come back for gallbladder meridian massage. As you can see, you see that you have to do it like this. You can imagine you do it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, for 8 times. At the end of the day, you are very tired. You may think it is very simple, but it was not that simple. It was not that simple, but we did it. We enjoyed it. We got tired together, and we worked it together. So something to check when you are the organizer, is to make sure everything is done in time and in order. And for them to do it in time, you have to be very strict, select timekeeper in everything. We had actually we had a timekeeper, and that person who was leading us on time would tell us what we are supposed to do at what time. So when you give responsibility to the team, everybody takes a part. They feel they are part and parcel of that camp. They felt they are part and parcel of the camp. So they could get tired together, they could work it together, we could dance together. I have not included dance, and as you know, we love dancing. So we could take serious dancing for like 20 minutes, and we could all of us sweat. We were doing it very seriously, and we were very serious on everything we do. And also, as an organizer, you have to give guidance on everything. You have to give guidance on everything. Even if camp marshal is the organizer, or he is taking checking on everything, you have to keep on updating her on, or checking from her how she's organizing things, and also where she's not doing what you are supposed to do, you have to keep on correcting them. So you can't just sit there as an organizer and say that they will do it. No, you have to keep on guiding them. You have to keep on checking on them. You can imagine me, the judge, keep on checking every mistake that is done, that just to give the marks. So the team could make sure they are not sleeping because the judge is checking. So that was my role. So when you are the judge, as an organizer, you will be able to check on everything. And don't tell, as an organizer, don't be bossy. Don't be bossy. Don't tell people to do something that you are not doing. If it is jumping the rope, you should be the first one. If it is going to the garden to learn and to do other things, you should be also on the queue. So everything, actually, what I experienced most with this hotel camp, is that even you are able to bond with other people. So many people became friends. They could people could laugh together, people could dance together, people could do everything together because you are doing with them. And they will also enjoy being with you when you are telling them to do something. If you don't do as an organizer, they will think that it is not possible. They will think you are telling them, it's like you are punishing them. So you should be the first person. If it is jumping the rope, skipping the rope, you have to be the first person to skip. So if you skip, you skip, they will also skip. If you learn, they will learn. Everything you do, they will do. But if you are not doing, you are bossy, they will not follow it up. They will not follow you. They will not do what you want. So if you want people to do something, do it fast. Do it fast. And if it is massager, be the first person. If it is measurement, do it fast. Then they will follow, and they could queue every morning to do it. They could queue every morning to do what you are doing. If you are doing it late, they will do it late. If you do it long, they will do it long. So you have to do the right thing. Remember, they are checking on you as their leader. So be very cautious about everything you are saying or you are doing. And some of them are very junior. They want to lose weight and they are very junior. But sometimes they think we are very far. We were able to interact with them. And they saw that the business is simple and you are also very, very friendly. So this is when this was very serious because we were doing it still in the hall because we could the hall had a screen, so we could download from the television the streaming exercise, and we could do this for 30 minutes, that continuous minutes. And as a judge, I'm doing it and I'm checking. You can imagine I'm checking, and so everybody had to do it very perfect. So this made the journey very simple, because very easy. That is because everybody was doing serious exercise, exercising the body, using the products in time, and also after that, after using the products in time, those who are running out, we were permitted, the camp marshal had seated aside where everyone could report to her that you are going out. And there was no picking of phones. There was no picking of phones unless it was emergency. And I advised them to put the phone in silent. And if you move out to pick the phone, your group loses marks. Your group loses marks. So it was very interesting. Actually, when I see this, I remember everything. It's very clear in my mind. It's very clear in my mind. So when I see this, see how happy they are, and they are competing. Remember, there are two groups. They are competing. Who will do it better? And they could motivate one another. Stop studying. Do it late. Energy. They could. Everything I can tell you, it was marvelous. So we had no time to waste. I did not give them any time to waste, because anytime we are not doing workout, we were in a class learning. We were in the hall learning. So after the workout, most of the times we were doing this online after immediately after the lunch. That is when we were doing it. 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. we were doing the dancing, we were doing the exercise. That is what we were doing. And it was exciting. I can assure you, it is a very exciting moment. So you organizer, you have to be very excited for you to be successful. You have to look for ways to keep this busy. You have to look for ways to keep them excited. Remember, they have reduced their meals. Remember, they are not used to eat how they are eating. They are used to eat a full plate of food. And now you have reduced their portion. You have reduced their portion, and also you have changed their habit or their ways of eating. So you have to look for ways to keep them busy. And because of being busy, and also they were taking a lot of water. Remember, when you take chitosan, you have taken fiber. If you take enough water, you won't get hungry. You won't get hungry. So when you are taking streaming package, take a lot of water. And actually, we were not taking cold water in any way. we were taking warm water all the times. And as I have said, we had different people to serve water when the training was on. When the training was on, we had somebody to serve us. Not everyone waking up to go and take water. We had assigned people. We had to assign people to do the serving of water. So this is after dancing and whatever. This is after lunch. We had to take swimming capsules. So you should check that your program well and be in time. So exactly 2 p.m. our timekeeper could say time for swimming capsules. So it is already 2 p.m. and we are taking swimming capsules. And one thing, I have been taking swimming capsules, and it's one of the products that I love most. Because when I was joining Greenwald, I was 100 and many kgs, 107 kgs. So I took swimming capsules without counting bottles, and I rose to it. So I love swimming capsules very much. And there is one thing some of people may not know. When you are taking swimming capsules, make sure you keep on taking water, because it makes your throat dry when you don't take water. Take enough water, and it will help you even in reducing your appetite. It actually controls your appetite. When you take swimming capsules with enough water, you don't get hungry. You don't get hungry. So it's very nice. So time for meridian again. Time for meridian again. In between here, we have a training, and also we have remember we have gallbladder. Here we are okay. How we are doing bladder meridian massage, gallbladder meridian massage. This is what you are doing, and we are following what we have projected. As you can see on the wall, we have projected, so everyone is following. So if you're holding a camp, make sure you have your projector with you, so that when they are doing workout, they can see what the lady there doing meridian or guiding how to do meridian, and we could all of us follow. If one stands like the fourth person, you see Madam Geraldine from Burundi is studying, and she's not doing what others are doing. So Madam Geraldine made her team lose 5 marks because of studying when we were doing the meridian. It was that serious. So if it is meridian time, all of us should do it. All of us should do it. And it was something very, very interesting. Meridian is very tiresome, but I came to realize, especially if we do afternoon gallbladder meridian, immediately we were doing, after taking swimming capsules and doing the gallbladder meridian, I could notice in all days, in all 4 days, I could notice after that the increase of people going to washroom. I could witness increase of so many people going to washroom after meridian. So I do believe, I don't understand so well. Maybe Madam Lenny can tell us the secret behind that, because after this meridian, I could see people going to washroom frequently. And afternoon, we could not concentrate so much in training, because moving out was very, very serious. But we could do at least 2 sessions of training every afternoon. Every afternoon we could do. And also we could do, also go out and do outdoor team building. from 2 p.m. for 1 hour, we could go out and do after this meridian, there is a training, and after 1 hour training, we could go out and do the outdoor team building. We could do team building. It was very, very interesting. I'm telling you, I enjoyed that 1 week. It was like a week, and I enjoyed very much because we were together and we could not even tell how those days went because it was very interesting. As you can see, this is workout and sharing. This is workout and competition. Competition was very high, and some would even think they couldn't learn because they have shoes. They could even remove shoes. The interactions was very high, and I loved it. So you have to engage people, and you can see people have started reducing. You can witness the t-shirts and are loose now. The t-shirts are getting loose now because people are becoming more lighter and lighter. And I could tell the difference from day one. The way they did the workout day one, it is not the way they did the 2, day 3. They were becoming lighter and lighter. And the second day here with a gray trouser was very heavy, and I can tell you the time she was coming out of this camp, she had lost 3.5 kgs, and she said she have never lost weight. She had because she could not follow the discipline schedule, because without the discipline schedule you can't lose weight. Weight is very difficult to reduce, but to gain is very easy. You just need to eat anything, eat, then you gain your weight. But when you are disciplined, and I realized when you do it in a hotel, it's very, very simple. Actually, they requested we do another one before the end of the year, and I told them we shall consider that. So every day you can see the t-shirts are getting loose now because this was day 3, and they were moving on well. So I have combined the photos for different days. I have combined for different days. This is training now, and this is training, and we were training after we took the products. As you can see, we had to carry our products to the training room every day. Every day we had to carry our products because no time to waste. We had no time to waste. And 5 p.m. we had to take calcium. We had to take calcium every day. And remember, we are following the schedule. As you can see, every product has its time. So doing it together can help you. For those, so many people are not disciplined when it comes to take products. You want results, but you don't follow the schedule. You don't follow the rules of the product. So at the end of the day, so many people don't get the result that they wanted. So it's time to take calcium, and when we take calcium, we go to swimming. It will give us energy to go for swimming. It will give us energy. We could swim in the evening. And this was very interesting because we had people that don't know how to swim. You can see what they are doing. And this is the person who is in charge of the swimming pool, who is guiding them and teaching them to swim. And these people, they are teachable. I can tell you, we had a very big group of more than 10 people who did not know to swim, but they came out knowing how to swim. So it was very, very interesting moment, especially the swimming moment. And the that lady is not here. And some people could even almost drown, but the guide was there with them, so he could help them. So many people were taught how to swim. It was also another lesson, because when you swim with your legs, with your hands, all together, the whole body. So it was time for exercise, an exercise in water, and it was very, very interesting. And after this, we could do what we could do after the swimming. We were swimming, actually, we were swimming from 5 to 7, or to some minutes to 7. It was between 6:45, like that is when we were, so we were taking more than 1.5 hours to swim. And when we swim, it was very cold in the evening, so we could go back to the hotel. We take hot water. We could take hot water and coffee in the evening, and after that we used to join evening class. After that we joined evening class, and and after after we were leaving the hall, the training hall, because we were doing training. After we take coffee, we went for training. After training, we went for our dinner. So dinner was the last thing. And when we were taking dinner, we could take also with hot water. It was very interesting. I can tell you, it was interesting. And I can tell any reader who would like to organize a camp, you just need rules and regulation for your camp. You should do what you are telling people to do. Number one, look for a good hotel where they will enjoy some things like this one, like swimming, where you have a garden, you have to choose, and you have to check on so many things before you tell people you are going for camp. I enjoyed the moment a lot. I enjoyed the moment a lot. Maybe if you have a question, you can ask. So if you want to succeed even when you are alone, if you want to succeed when you are alone, or you are doing it alone, you have also to follow the rules. And I would advise, if you can do it in your house alone, you follow the schedule, you follow, and you must be very disciplined. So you can't lead people if you can't lead yourself. So be disciplined yourself, do what you would want others to do, and you will very succeed. Um, so this was our schedule, very serious one and very, very tight one. So we could take uh, the way I have showed you, we could take weight, and we could also take measurement every morning up to day 4. And we had good results. We had serious results. And this is what I have said. So if you take clear kindly, don't go out. Don't go out, because you might mess you might mess yourself around. And so many people, when we were doing workouts, you can imagine what happened. And people could ask permission to go to and take a shower. So clear is very serious. It's a serious product. Don't take it when you are going out. Take it when you are indoors. When you want to do something, maybe in the house, especially for ladies, you can take clear. So I will, these are the timetable we were following, and also some meals. So these are products that we were taking, and it was very serious. Swimming is very important. slimming is very important. This are some of our readers. They are showing what we were taking. We were taking those products. Those are the products that we took. And this is our last day. This is our last day. And they were, actually, these are videos. They were the videos. I have made them to be photos. And finally, we had serious result. Our general manager came to our camp and graced our camp, and we were very happy. And he brought us some gifts. And this lady here, she's called Foreign Jerry. Foreign Jerry had 103 kgs. And when we were leaving the camp, she had lost 5.3 kgs. She had lost 5. So she was number one. And I have known her all the time with being big tummy. And I have known her for like 4 years now. And she has been having a very big tummy. And it was like, hey, within 5 days, the tummy was not there. The tummy was not there. The next person was number 2. She is called Zipporah Wajiko from Mount Kenya, and she was number 2 because she lost 4.3 kgs. Those were number 1 and number 2. The rest lost weight. Most of them lost weight together. And personally, I lost 3.5 kgs. So it was not in vain. Losing weight in 3 kgs in a week, you may think it is simple, but let me tell you, it is very difficult. It is very difficult if you are told just to lose it like that. But having worked out with other people together, we were able to lose a lot of weight. And this was our photo. This was our last photo together with our general manager. We were given certificates. So we had to work together with the office so that it can be more successful. And Mr. Bogo is here. He can take over and add something the remaining minutes, because we did it together and we managed together. And thank you very much. Let him take over first, then I can continue.
Thank you, Director Lucy. Thank you so much for running this. Well, Dr. Mbogo, we know that you are the brain, and also you're the great trainers that can help people to gain the knowledges through this camp. So thank you so much. So please let us know. Well, definitely you highlights the slimming camp. So go ahead, Dr. Mbogo, and let us know what is the secret recipe of running such a successful slimming camp.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Rainey. And I also appreciate what Director Lucy has managed to do. And one of the very things that I enjoyed about this kind of camp and slimming. And from this photo, you can see we had several men as well as having many women. And I would like to really put my suggestion to men, because many of us men have been thinking that going out jogging, learning, maybe doing some sort of press-ups and the rest, it can lead us to weight loss. But I'm sorry to say that it can, but there could be a rebound, and the rebound is likely to happen. And let me say, from the last time we were in China, I've gained about 2 kilograms, And I've been struggling with them in and out, especially when you are trying to see whether you can bring it down. And as Lucy put it, is that bringing weight down is very, very, very difficult. But at the same time, when you bring your weight down, the gains are much more than the pain that you could have gone through. And I remember sometimes back when we had the first camp, but then I had some difficulties with the driving, especially long distance. I could get fatigue. And when I lost all the weight from 92, and then it was to 85, and then everything became so easy, driving at night and also having long hours of working without getting this fatigue, and also having a very, very nice heartbeat as well as pressure. Director Lucy keep on monitoring my pressure. Every time it is 120 over 80 or 125 or 82, which is very, very normal. And my heartbeat at least is 72. I want to say that really retaining and going to our weight or weight that is ideal is very good for our own health. Then I also want to say that with the diet and also our product, we did not have a lot. We did not really had serious hunger pan. Hunger pan, that is the kind of hunger that you feel that you have nothing else but to eat. But with that regular planning, then it is really, really good, really good. The first thing I can say, the major secret, the secret of actually managing this camp is, first of all, help the people to understand, either distributor or even the people you are working with, let them understand that a lot of weight is a health problem, So when somebody understands that there's nothing to enjoy or there's nothing to be proud of when you have a lot of weight, that is the first thing, the first step. And then you bring a solution, And that's when we say that this is the secret. We need to reduce weight. It is important. We have the product that can help us to lose weight without much trouble, without much constraint. And the second thing is that every one of us must understand we are distributors of our product. And therefore, what I can just suggest to our leaders, maybe Madam Lucy may have mentioned it, but I also want to emphasize, is you need to get some isolated place, not near to where most of us get our customers, where we can get distraction, where maybe we can get phone calls and we start lashing out to give out products, to meet a few friends, even to meet a few clients, of which you may fall into a temptation or even to a trap of eating a different diet. So locating a hotel or a place, it is not necessarily a hotel. It may be a place whereby you feel that you are isolated, you are able to concentrate on the problem that you are having. Otherwise, if you just keep it so normal, and that is why this camp that we had in Machakos appears to me, according to my own opinion, it was more successful than the one we had previously. Why? Because we were in the same group, staying in the same place, motivating one another, and having a same problem. But the one we had the other time, of course, each and everyone was doing his own thing. Although as we were a group remaining in our own house that time, but this one was so successful simply because we were in a different place, whereby every one of us was concentrating on what we had brought us or had taken us to that place. And again, it became more enjoyable, and not only more enjoyable in terms of exercising, losing weight, but we put some impetus, we we decided to put something extra that will make people feel, or as distributor feel, that it is not a waste of time, even as losing. And that is why we made it to be a training and slimming camp. So the hours that we are not working out, the hours we are not out doing our meridian, the hours that we are not even taking our product, we are busy learning. And therefore, each distributor could feel that beside the time that, beside losing the weight, there is another gain because of the leadership training that we are going through. So that is very important, because if you don't put something extra, and maybe you have a workout for only 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then you'll have another one after maybe 3 or 4 hours, you have another program after that. What will be the people doing in between? Some of them will think and feel bored. Some will feel that the day is long. Others will feel that there's some time wasted. And that is why I really commend and appreciate and congratulate our director, Lucy, who came up with, as we even start together, start together with her. And beside the program of swimming, we put the program of training. And everyone came out in that place, from that place, feeling a winner. Winner in the sense that they were able to learn, or you were able to learn more skills in terms of team buildings, in terms of managing our team, in terms of focusing, in terms of discipline, in terms of team organization, in terms of setting target. All these things we are able to handle. And one more important topic that we covered is etiquette, because this is also very crucial. You cannot just present yourself when you are a leader in the Greenwald, and yet you are not observing the good habits in terms of dressing, in terms of eating, in terms of everything. Because many a times you will be invited in big hotels. When you go to China, we will be in big hotels. We need to be somehow having full some standard of etiquette, and we have to learn about that. So many things. And the other thing, the third thing, we must make the camp more and more exciting. If you don't make it exciting, then definitely it will not be enjoyable. Then the other thing is that as we make the camp more enjoyable and more exciting, the more the people feel encouraged in what they are doing. The other thing is that in terms of competition, and I don't know Lucy, whether Lucy was able to keep or to put that one in this perspective. I also want to emphasize on it. Yes, she did it. But this thing is, the group that we had was divided into two. And myself, I was the judge, and judging between the two teams in terms of discipline, in terms of waking up early, in terms of how they were cooperating, in terms of creativity, all these things. And there was a team which was very creative, another one which also wanted to try to be better. And this brings a spirit of exciting and also oneness and teamwork. And I remember the last day that we had, it was very exciting because we suggested, and this is what we suggested, that each of those two teams come up with an idea, come up with their own created story or a presentation that agga or go along with what we had already or what we are doing in the camp. And one team came up with a very exciting moment. We talk about the setup, or what talk of someone taking opportunity. And they had a hotel set up, and they have a team, and they were they took the opportunity, and it was very, very educative. And therefore, I really see this was not only a slimming issue, it was also learning and learning and learning. and also having an experience with our product. Madam Lucy have already mentioned some of the very exciting moment we had with this product in the gym career, and a case whereby we could do the workout and the rest, and you could just see somebody just run away, and others could confess and say, okay, it did not augur well with me. Before I reached the toilet, everything had come out, or something had come out, and you have to go for actually for bathing. And I want to say the combination of those three products we had, the issue of many, the chitosan, the Kriya, and also this streaming capsule with a good program like what you have seen. And that is where that program very important. And everyone planning to have a camp, if you don't have a program that you are going to follow, then that camp is not likely to achieve the objective. Therefore, very important to have a program. This time you are doing this time you are doing this, and the other time you are doing the other thing. All those activities programmed properly and adhered to, and then with a lot of discipline and a lot of commitment. Very, very crucial. Very, very, very important. And the other thing I can say is the issue of publicity. The issue of publicity. How are you able to communicate with the people whom you have left as your team members, so that even when you plan another one, already they will be aware that there is something that happened and there was something that was beneficial. Because maybe another slimming camp that we may arrange, maybe Director Lucy and I may arrange, it will be having even more people, because as we were moving from one level, or from day 1 to day 2 to day 3, we were able to communicate and pass the information, the excitement, how many kilograms we have lost, and how we are faring on in the camp. So even as we are coming, everyone was waiting. Even my children were waiting and say, wow, congratulations, now you look better. So now everything, we did not keep it in our camp. We need to put it in our wall. The problems that we are having, we need to put it in our wall so that our downlines, and they will be able also to pass it to other people out there, and even share these photographs as we were starting, even as we ending, because the camp like this one should not only benefit us who were participants, but our downlines who can use the photos and other information that they could be having, so that they can be able to market themselves or to market the product, or even to make it more convincing that this product work. And I'm telling you, they really work. So publicity, very, very crucial. And everyone was really, really doing his part. Maybe I can also mention something else, one, so that probably we can give a chance for some questions and answers. The duty allocation. The duty allocation. A camp like this one, and we have leader, and you can see he had a big number of people, and I'm sharing some of the secrets that will make you very, very successful. You need to allocate the duty. There was somebody who was in charge of recording our weight every morning. That is Madam Christine from Mombasa. There was somebody else who was ensuring that we are taking water, and he could make sure that the water is available, warm water. There was somebody who was a timekeeper, and he was the one who was telling us, it is time to take this, there's time to take the other one. There was somebody who was in charge. The training program was properly alleged. Who is to train what? And who is to lead us? Christine also was in charge of helping us to follow up the meridian exercises, where you had to step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and all this. Madam Christine is the one who was given that responsibility. And then we had Anne, we had Kamodo, a 7-star, and also Lucy, myself, and a friend. 5 of us, we were in charge of training, and we had proper lessons that were player alleged. We could not take things just like it has come out. We need to take somebody who is in charge. We knew everyone is handling this lesson, the other one handling this lesson, the one to do the workout. And again, for the preparation of the meals that we had, the meals that we are taking, the little meals, if it were to take the programs, if we are taking cabbage, we are taking fruit, we are taking whatever, there was somebody whom we had, and we had to really ensure that we had somebody who is preparing for us, and not one of us. We had hired somebody for us who was to take care of our meal and ensure that everything is done. So with such kind of arrangement, ensuring that you have motivated the people to win, ensuring that the time is well spent, no one will feel that he has spent time, and actually making sure that the outside world, not where you had come, the outside world, especially Greenwald world, it is very important that they may have this, because this camp is solo. I mean, it is meant for all of us. It was very, very exciting. And in short, I can say each and every reader need to have such a thing, whereby your people benefit with knowledge that you are able to share in terms of training, and also benefit in terms of keeping fit and keeping healthy. Because this is all about what we are doing in the Greenwald. We remain healthy, excited, so that we'll be able even to focus more and more in a matter relating to taking our business to a higher level. So, Madam Lane, it was very exciting. It was very successful. We have those certificates, and everyone is saying if another one is alleged, I'll recommend that those who really want to manage weight as well as learning, this is the place to be. So thank you very much. Maybe there could be someone or 2 people, 3 people who could be having a question. Maybe we are here with Director Lucy. We try to answer, and even as we are helped by Madam Lenny. Back to you, Madam Lenny.
Thank you, Dr. Mbogo. I'm getting more excited even after listening to your introduction and briefing. I hope I could have been part of it, because I do have my personal challenge to manage my body weight, and I only lose 1 to 2 kilos in this slimming camp. But for your slimming camp, it is beyond that. What I have learned is, if you're a leader, you try to learn how to practice your leadership and how to allocate the duty, as Madam Lucy and Dr. Mbogo has done in the Machakos camp. So this is number 1. Number 2, creativity. Thank you so much for introducing the calcium compound products, which definitely help the body to burn the fat. So this is very creative. And you're swimming between 5 to 7 p.m. This is wonderful. And also, we have learned the self-discipline. So thank you once again, Madam Christine, for every morning check of criteria with the whole team. So thank you very much. And we also learned that, this is a really good marketing tool beyond allowing to slim down a few kilos, a few pounds. Because with this training material, you can attract and, convince more of your customers and your potential leaders, potential customers. So also we thank you, Mr. Budiman, for making this, putting every material together, for making this very appealing and enjoyable PPT. Now we still have 13 minutes. So ladies and gentlemen, especially ZP from Mount Kenya, Eddie, Miss Macharia, Hannah, Christine, Nokia C2, please, you can unmute yourself one by one to say something to your great mentor and leader, and also say something to today's audience. You can unmute yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, especially participants of this training and slimming camp from Kenya, you can unmute yourself and share with us about what you have experienced in this training and slimming camp.
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is Christine Munyao, a very proud distributor from Kenya, from Mombasa. And I myself, I was part of that slimming camp at Machakos County. It was one of the best slimming camp I have ever had. Last time we had the other one during COVID, and it was successful, but still this one was the best because now we had time to be together, spending time together, doing the course together, using the products together, and still sharing. And at the same time, we were having trainings. I want to thank our director, Madam Lucy, and Mr. Bogo for the kind of training they gave us and the guidance they gave us, because in that camp I was able to lose 2.9 kgs, and before I was unable to reduce the weight and to reduce the kgs because of the discipline. But now when we were together in that camp, we were able to have a high discipline because as Madam Lucy have trained us, or as she has said, we were using the program which was given very keenly. We were using very good diet, as you've seen in our photos, and we were doing meridian massages, workout, and still we were doing other activities outside, outdoor. Then it was exciting, it was very powerful. And I would like even to thank our GM and our Kenyan branch for the cooperation and for giving us the products to use them and to show them the results which we have seen. So thank you very much, Madam Rainey, even for giving us that opportunity. We know that you are the organizer, and even the other one, you did it. So it was excellent, and I love it. And I would like to encourage other countries even to do the same, so that still we can boost our sales, because when we lead and as an example, we will be able to move the products very well, because we will be showing the results, because the products have done to us. So it was a very exciting moment, and I love it. And now I can say that Greenwald has the best products ever, because they have done it to me. So thank you very much, Madam Rennie. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Madam Christine. Thank you. And also, you know, we understand that Greenwald is a big family, that each and every one of us will love each other. So believe us, this training and slimming camp is a good opportunity to put your team member together and make them work together and love each other. Thank you. So next, who's the next would like to share something with us?
Thank you very
You can
much,
unmute
Madam Lily.
yourself. Yes,
Thank you so
Madam.
much. Thank you so much, Madam Raine. Yes, in Machakos training, we learned a lot from our trainers. We really did a lot of exercise. And the one thing that I was very happy about the camp is the discipline that those people who were in the camp had. If the director will say that we will wake up in the morning at 7, everybody should be in the hall. Everybody was in the hall waiting for the director. And I would also want to thank Mr. Bogo and director, because even them, they were in the hall the same time. So the discipline was very high. Everybody was cooperating well. And the diet was good. The diet was very exciting. In fact, I have never taken cabbage and go to sleep. And in the camp, I was taking cabbages and I could sleep well. So the camp was exciting. We want to thank Greenwood. It has the best supplements. It has the best product, and we would like to repeat once again, at least for 2 weeks now, then we see what we can do. Thank you very much, Madam Raine. Back to you.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you, Madam. From Mount Kenya, thank you for being part of the training and slimming camp of Machakos. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have anything more to share with our mentor, with Director Lucy, Mr. Mbogo, and our audience of today? You can unmute yourself and
thank you so much, Madam Raine.
Madam Macharia, Hannah, how are you?
Very, very fine. I was among those who went to Machakos. I was the camp marshal. And to say the truth, they made my work easier. They were very disciplined. And we learned a lot through the camp. It was not, for what we saw, it was not easy to combine the camp and the training, because for the weight management product, most of the time, like the clear, you need to stay closer to WC. And it was so fun for us. We enjoyed a lot. Time for breakfast, and the discipline was the key, because as the camp marshal, I used to go around. I never saw anyone going to a shop to buy something to eat, or in a hotel, because we were doing it at a hotel. At the same time, our director and Mr. Bogo, they are our role model, and everything we did, the exercises, the exercises, especially those at the playground, that were teaching us about the businesses, about our business. They were among us, and the interaction with the 4-stars and 5-stars and 6-star was so good, and we appreciate them for that. At the same time, the team made it possible. It was very possible that we could do the whole week. Early in the morning, they could wake up. At lunchtime, if it is time for swimming, they would rush and change it very fast. If it is time for taking the capsules, the clear, they were ready for it. And we really enjoyed, and I appreciate the team. And for me, I learned a lot for my team. And actually, I have moved a product of around 80,000 because of the slimming. And I lost 3 kg. Up to now, I'm still losing. And thank you so much, Madam Raine and Greenwood Management, our manager. We appreciate a lot. Asante sana.
Asante sana, Madam Machara Hana. You must look prettier. Congratulations. And we
Yes,
feel so blessed we feel so blessed to have such great mentor, great leader, and great trainer, and also the great members in Director Lucy's team. And thank you for your teamwork. This team is going stronger and stronger. So thank you so much. Does anybody would like to see something else to share with us? Because we know that still there Nokia C2 who has been part of this training and slimming camp. Okay, so if we feel that we have shared a lot, please, we can close today's presentation and sharing. First of all, appreciation to Director Lucy and Dr. Mbogo for such a wonderful, successful, informative, highly professional and creative training and slimming camp. Actually you have brought the new idea and you have inject the new spirit into this slimming camp. It's no more only a camp where people can lose a few pounds of body weight, but it's a place where we can learn, we can enjoy ourselves, we can love each other. So thank you so much for this once again. Once again, thank you, Mr. Budiman. You can close today's Zoom meeting.
Thank you, Madam Reni, Asante Sana, Madam Lucy, Director Lucy, and Mr. Bogo. You have given us a great inspiration, especially to any other countries in Africa. It has been done successfully in Kenya, and we hope it can be done in any other countries in Africa, in South Africa, in Nigeria, in many other places, in Uganda, because we are mixing a lot of things in this event. People start knowing about the efficacy of the products, and then they start to know that discipline is one of the things you have to do, not only in this slimming camp, also in doing the business of green work. Okay, and then you also give so many additional trainings for everyone. So once they step out from the slimming camp, they are very happy, they are very excited, and the result is so wow, 5 kg. When I came to Kenya, I want to do this together with you. I want to lose my weight also. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, Greenwood Africa. So see you guys next week, next Friday, with more exciting trainings. Thank you, Madam Reni, for always being here with us. We can unmute ourselves and say thank you and bye-bye to Madam Lucy, Dr. Bogo, and Madam Reni, and to everyone.
Thank you, Director Lucy. Thank you, Dr. Mbogo. Thank you, Mr. Budiman.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you so much. I'm Smongile from South Africa. Thank you, Team Greenwell.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great night.
Night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Mr. Reni, Director Lucy, thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.
Bye. Congratulations, Madam Lucy.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Congratulations.
Other his
Congratulations,
husband.
Madam
Bye-bye. It
Lucy.
was
Bye-bye.
very nice to hear from you.
Good night.
Bye.